ProBeerReviews.com. We're off location, but we're still going to do a good beer review. So tonight, Samuel Adams in the variety Fall Pack 2016. You get two of these toasted caramel Bocks. Haven't ever had it before. This is the first time I've ever seen it. It's got this. I like the label. It's got the little Bock little caramel squares that, like, as a kid, you know, your mom would give you one of those, or your grandma would give you one of those, and it would be like the coolest thing on the planet. So that's I like the label a lot. It's a 5.6% ABVs. It's 18% IBUs. It's considered a slightly sweet with a rich malt character beer that has molasses, caramel, and a hint of vanilla. So that sounds pretty cool. Full-bodied and warming. This beer is perfect for fall chilly nights, which is why it's in the fall 2016. Multi-pack, which is a complete steal. I got it at the grocery store for $15. I mean, the price points, that's why Sam Adams will always be a great deal. So, let's see. So it's got Herzbrucker. I've never heard of them. Hops, probably one of the famous new Sam Adams strains that they're doing. And Tenanger. I think that's how you say it. I don't have a clue what those are either. Malt varieties are their Sam Adams 2-row pale malts that they use all the time. Munich, Caramel 60, and Pilsner. So that's kind of what's inside of it. They are labeling this as one of their limited releases because it comes in that multi-pack. And this is also one where, to my knowledge, you can't get it unless it's in that pack. So most of these beers are very, very filtered. They're very clean. They're easy to drink. They're kind of middle of the road, always in ABVs and a lot of other things. This looks like what a box should look like, and it looks like a traditional Sam Adams beer because there's no residuals. It's very filtered. There's a thin head on it, but it's very, very, very nut brownish looking is what I would call that. Smells great. Wow, smells exactly like what they said. It smells like sugar caramel, vanilla. You can definitely smell it, and there's a very deep type sugariness to it that I would almost call like syrup, but they're calling it molasses. So to me, it smells more like syrup, but who's splitting hairs on that, right? So cheers. Let's get into it, see what we've got here. I mean, that's Sam Adams right there. It's real sweet on the front, like they talked about. You can taste absolutely every single solitary thing that they describe. You can taste the molasses. You can taste the caramel. You can taste the vanilla. It's got a nice kind of backbone to it, of malt flavor to it, and at the very back, and right as it dissipates like that fast, which all of their beers do, there's this nice little pop of hops. Not very, very subtle, but it's a Bock, and that's what it should be. Very well done. It is exactly the way they describe it. It drinks very easy, and I love the fact that there's a hint of caramel in here, excuse me, a hint of vanilla in here, because this makes this beer that much better, in my opinion. I think when people use vanilla, they either use so little that you can't taste it, or they use so much, it's just not that pleasing to the palate. They were spot on with this one. So I usually don't rate these beers because I get berated on the website and the YouTube channel about how can you give a Sam Adams beer a 4 out of 5. But I'm going to do that this time. I would give this beer a 4 out of 5 easily. It's exactly to the T the way it's described, and I think that Bock's, in my opinion, it's not one of my go-to blends, but I don't think a lot of them are done very well. I think a lot of them are either too nutty, or they're too malty, or they're just flat out not good. I think this is a difficult blend that is not done well often. And I think this is a very good example of a very well done Bock beer, perfectly described on the website with what's in the glass. So if you try to leave comments on the YouTube channel or our website, we upload all the time, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, we appreciate you watching, and we will see you again real soon. Cheers.